March Madness is finally here. We have had a long regular season of basketball, but now it is time to put where your money, where your mouth is. We are now going to see who's the Cinderella teams. We're going to see, are we going to have a defending national champion in Florida Gators? Are they going to repeat, go back to back? Or are we going to see a new national champion for this season? We're going to see, is a number one seed going to go back to the Final Four? All number one seeds went back to the Final Four last year, but will we see, will all number one seeded teams go to the Final Four again this year and everything like that? So firstly, for the East, the number one seed is Duke. For the South, number one seed is Florida. For the West, the number one seed is Arizona. And for the Midwest, number one seed is Michigan. Now, Duke is going to go up against number 16 ranked Siena for the East. In the South, Florida, they're going to be, determining who they can win against, because the first four teams out, we have NC State going up against Texas. We have SMU going up against Miami of Ohio. We have Howard going up against UMBC, and we have Lehigh going up against Perryview. Now, NC State, if they beat Texas or Texas beats NC State, they're going to be in the West region, so that means they're going to be playing against BYU. Now, if in the Midwest, SMU or Miami, Ohio wins in the Midwest Conference, that means they're going to be going up against number one Michigan. That's going to be a great game and a great test. And then also for the Midwest, we have Howard and UMBC. So whoever wins out of that one, they're going up against the Tennessee Volunteers. And then in the South, for Lehigh and Perryview, whoever wins out of that one will be going up against the number one seeded Florida. Now, some other teams I say that you probably need to watch out for that could be a potential Cinderella story. I feel like South Florida could be a potential Cinderella story, but then also a team that is in the Big South that I have watched personally because I've DJ'd and I've seen them play, High Point. They are a very good team this year. They could have been nationally ranked, but they're going up against Wisconsin. And also, like I said, South Florida, they're going up against Louisville. And if Michael Brown Jr. is playing for Louisville, then I can say Louisville's going to win. But if he's not going to be there, I don't know if he's back yet. I got to check up on that, but I don't know. If he's not back, then I think South Florida could have a good chance to win this year. We got Alabama. I think they're not going to be an upset, but I think Alabama can make a strong push this year. I also think Virginia could make a strong push. Iowa State is going to make a strong push. I don't think Kentucky is going to go that far, in my opinion. I think I got them going second round. UConn, I think they could be a strong team going to the Sweet 16, Elite 8. I don't think that they're going to get past the Elite 8. Duke, I think they can get to the Final Four again, back-to-back years. And another team that I think I am definitely going to have my eye on is definitely Missouri, and another team that I'm going to have my eye on as well is definitely Clemson. Clemson, I'm going to have my eye on them because they're not terrible, but at the same time, their team is new, and I want to see how they do again because last year, they were the team to break everybody's bracket. So I want to see, will they do back-to-back years of breaking everybody's brackets, or will Clemson actually make a strong push for next year? I don't think I have Clemson going past the second round, though, because they have to play Florida in the second round. That's if Florida wins. Now, if Florida loses, then they can go far. But if Florida wins, I don't think Clemson is going to beat Florida, in my opinion. Now, if I have to choose a national champion, it's so hard, but I'm going to wait until all the final four teams are in because I want to see like who's actually going up against who. Well, we know who's going to go up against who, but I want to see how it actually looks on paper. So it's like, all right, I know what I got. Now I'm going to make these predictions. I'm going to make these picks. But that is going to be for the men's side. Now we have the women for college basketball. For the number one seed in Region 1, we have UConn. In Region 4, the number one seeded team is South Carolina Lady Gamecocks. And I will call them the Lady Gamecocks. I will call football, basketball, the men's team, any other team, I'll call them the Game Flocks. The women's team, I'm calling them the Gamecocks because they win and they are, well, humble, but they win. Region 2, number 1 seed is going to be UCLA. In Region 3, the number 1 seed is going to be Texas. Now, I know that obviously a lot of people have UConn going back to back. I think South Carolina can really make a strong push for this year. But another team people need to watch out for is Duke. Y'all got to watch out for Duke. Them lady Blue Devils, they are something serious, and they are going to make a strong push this year. And I know for a fact that if Clemson can beat USC and South Carolina beats whoever they play, it's going to be a very, very good matchup in round 2. We got South Carolina and Clemson, the 2 biggest rivals in March Madness, in the women's side going up against it. That's going to be a good game. But I do have South Carolina beating the crap out of Clemson, though. I'm not going to lie. Then we have High Point and Vanderbilt. I think High Point girls and the High Point boys, they can make a strong push. They can really make a strong push because I've seen both of those teams play in person, and they are very sound and solid of teams. And like I said, I really think they can make a push into making a Cinderella story in March Madness. So we will see what happens. Obviously, we have Notre Dame. People are going to watch out for. But another sneaky team that I think people need to watch out for, Iowa State. They're going to be playing Syracuse in the first round. If they beat Syracuse, then they're going to go play UConn or UTSA. But I've been said it. I've been said it for the men and the women. The team y'all need to watch out for is Iowa State. And a lot of people thought I was tripping, but I'm telling you, Iowa State is that one sneaky team that I feel like can make a strong push in March Madness. Iowa State women with Jada Williams, Audie Cooks, all those, they have a great roster over there. They have an insane offense. Now, credit Audie Cooks, they have been exposing her more in defense, but I think that they're going to get that situated more into March Madness. But like I said, those teams, Iowa State men and Iowa State women, I told y'all need to watch out for them. I'm telling you, you need to watch out for them because if you don't control that storm, it's going to become too much. And next thing you know, they already in Final Four. They could have gone to the national championship. You don't know. But that's going to consist this video. Who do y'all have winning the national championship? Who do you have as a Cinderella story? And obviously, I'm watching my hometown teams. I'm watching out for the men's side. I'm watching for Clemson. And I'm watching that. I think that's it. Just Clemson. No, there's someone else from South Carolina I think just Clemson. And for the women, obviously I'm going to be watching College of Charleston. Now they have to play Duke in the first round, but I'm going to be watching them just because of the hometown teams, and I want to see how the hometown is going to do, And obviously South Carolina too. South Carolina Gamecocks. I forgot about them for the women's side. So Clemson for the men, College of Charleston for the women, and South Carolina for the women as well. Those are the teams I'm going to be watching out for the hometown. But as usual, this video is going to end, and I want you guys to hit that like button. I want you guys to comment who you got winning national championship, who has the Cinderella stories and all this and that. Who do you think is going to be the biggest upset? And also hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be posting more videos. I know I haven't been posting recently, but that's because I've been working a lot with DJ stuff and everything like that. So that's going to consist of this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.